What's going on, guys? Just got up here to the land. Yeah, it's been about a week since I've been up, so I wanted to come up and kick back and enjoy today. It's a warmer day than it has been. It's been really cold. Today's a lot warmer, so yeah, it'll make it a little more enjoyable. I can relax a little bit more, cook me some food. I got a little bag of rice in there I'm gonna make. That's been up here for probably 5 months, and I bought me a little bit of sausage to cut up and put with it. Just going to enjoy a little hike around the property and kick back around the cabin today. Sit by a fire. So, yeah. The water's still a little frozen, but it's not solid like it was the other day. You can see all the thawed spots. Bit of an overcast. It's been so cold up here that all my water's frozen. The little sink's frozen. The water I left in the dish here to clean it, when I came back up, it's frozen. And all my extra water that I bring from the house is frozen as well. So I'm hoping I can get this cabin warmed up enough to get some of that stuff thawed out and to clean up some of these. When that water froze, it pushed some of these lids up, some of those pop-on lids, and some of the water drained out into my floor. So that's frozen as well. But hopefully I can have it warmed up in here with this little heater here in about the next hour. Just want to show you guys a little bit of the cabin here. A little bit more. I know y'all have seen it a bunch, but I love this little thing. Definitely all you need. 10 by 20. Sitting up in the woods right by the water. Got everything we need. We're going to get our solar panel set up here in about a month. I cannot wait. Bring all my batteries up, build me a little battery box. And yeah, this place will be, it's cold in here. Still cold. What's the temperature? It's almost 40. It's not too bad. This little thing should heat up pretty quick today then. Have it up to about 60. All my water and stuff hopefully will thaw out some. Frozen solid. This is going to be my lunch today. Some ready whole grain medley, brown and wild. And a little bit of chicken sausage. Chicken smoked sausage. And I'm going to cook it over the fire in my little aluminum cup, bowl, whatever you want to call it. It's supposed to get up to 50 degrees today. It's been about 20 the last 4 or 5 times I've been up. Very cold. But today, 50 degrees, I can live with that. I may sweat a little bit more as I walk around the property, but no biggie. Hopefully some of the animals are out today a little bit more. On the way in, I seen 5 doe on the neighbor's property on the alley on the way up. I'll post that video in there in just a second. I had to capture it with my cell phone because my camera was in my bag. But there was 5 this time. I've only been seeing 3, and this time there was 5. Beautiful day, beautiful day. Can't beat getting up here and just enjoying it. Away from the city, away from everything. Peace and quiet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright guys, I decided to go ahead and go on a little hike of the property. You know, just walk around, check things out. Seeing what's out here animal wise, find some deer tracks. See if any trees have fallen. Things of that nature. I'm thinking about building me, actually I am. I'm going to build me a little small pallet cabin in this cove. I thought I'm going to find me a spot to build it. But a really good friend of mine is an electrician, and his company gets lots and lots and lots of pallets, so we're going to go ahead and start saving them now. And about middle of spring, early summer, start working on it. We're gonna build it in sections, like each wall, the roof, and then we're gonna bring them up and put them together in the woods. Be maybe a, let's see, 6 by 9 or 10, something like that. Real small, like a 1-person cabin. So, pretty excited about that. But I may go ahead and look for a spot to put that while I'm up here. Just made it up to the flat field up on top. Bushcraft shelter here. Chopping block. I've come up here a couple times and kind of sat and hung out at the shelter here. I haven't camped in it yet. I may do a camp up here this spring before all the animals are completely out and bugs and insects. They tend to like to make hornets' nests underneath here. And attempt at a bow drill fire again. And down there at the very, very bottom is the cabin. So I had to hike up the trail to get up here. So our property is about 3 different levels, maybe around there, 3 different levels. I may actually put my little pallet cabin right here. I forgot about this little spot. This is almost perfect level, small little spot right on top of this little ridge. And it isn't a very, very far hike up, but we're still tucked back pretty far into the woods. I was thinking of doing it on down in the valley by the creek. Oh, I hear some squirrels. I might have to get me one. I better be quiet, but I'm thinking about putting it right here. And I can actually drive the little 4-wheel drive truck up to where the bushcraft shelter is. And you'd have a little hike in here, and you'd be right here in the open. It's night sky. You know, laying here at night with a little fire, staring at the stars. Be pretty sweet. I may do that right here in this spot. On my little hike here, something's dug out from under this tree. Something's been digging. Just not sure what. That looks like a dog. I'm guessing. That looks more like maybe a coyote. If you guys can tell, I believe that's coyote. That gray color. I need to start killing those things up here. Honestly. I think we got a pack of about 10 of them, 11. Looks like it's from a deer jumping over the barbed wire. Looks like they knocked it down. They're coming through this side of the property as well. Passing over the top of this ridge. Alright guys, I got me a little fire going back down at the cabin. I hiked the hole from the bottom all the way up, bushcraft shelter all the way around, came back down over here on the right side. It's about a 45-minute adventure there. Probably longer stopping, looking for squirrels, you know, looking for markings of deer and traces of coyote and stuff like that. But I'm gonna get my food cooked up here. Got my little cup for my rice, little spatula. It's got eggs on it. A little spatula I carved out quite a while, about a year ago, whenever I was doing the bushcraft shelter. And I got a little knife I made, a little spork. Spoon and a fork. I'm gonna use that to eat my rice out of my bowl. Sausage. Rice. Let's see. So, yeah. Those sausages like this are always really good. I don't think I've had one that tasted bad. Woo! That is warm. Use that. Oh yeah. Alright guys, I decided I'm gonna add some potatoes to my sausage. But, like everything else in the cabin, it's frozen. But that's okay because I've got a fire and we're gonna thaw it out real quick. If I can get it out of here. Alright, I'm gonna turn this camera off and then get it out of here. I'm gonna cook that until most of the water is gone, or the juice from it is completely gone. I'm gonna sit here and eat my rice. Until then, this rice was a little bit out of date. Not bad, like 2 weeks. I'm gonna eat it anyways. I think it'll be fine. That was the expiration date or sell by. Tastes fine. Hopefully I don't get sick. Definitely feels a lot better today, being 50 degrees or so. I was sweating a lot worse hiking around the top of that hillside. That's for sure. I'm hoping I can hurry up and eat. It's about 2:30 right now. So these squirrels and stuff should be out again around 3 o'clock. It's about dark. And down there's a big walnut tree when you first pull in, and I hiked the whole ridge. You know, I was looking for squirrels. I wasn't really hunting. I was just kind of hiking the ridge, enjoying the day, you know, getting out. But as I come back down, I got down here and I heard one of them chewing on one of those acorn or pecan. It's a pecan tree. And walked down through there and got him. Took a shot and a misfire. And that's the same thing that happened to me last time I had a clear shot. I had the scope lined right up on him, pulled it, click. I was like, oh my gosh. And then noticed there's 2 or 3 other squirrels right beside me. And couldn't get a shot on them either. So I'm going to give it another go. And if I get me a couple of them, 2 or 3, I'll probably take them home and skin them and everything else. The smoke is really blasting me right in my eyes. These little aluminum cups really hold the heat. See the steam coming out of it still. It's awesome. You gotta see that. Oh yeah. That smoke is blowing right in my face. All of the pine and cedar trees. Basically the only thing that's still green. That's what I like about them. Even in the winter time, still got some green. Alright guys, I ate and stuff. I'm gonna head back up into the woods for about an hour before it's time for me to go. Do another little hike around the little short area up to the top of this hill, back around the back of the pond. I'm gonna look at one more area too to see if it's a good spot maybe to put that little pallet cabin that's coming up spring or summer. Give that a go. I seem to have no luck with these squirrels. I've killed several. I think my only problem is now that I'm trying to use this gun with the scope, trying to look through here with that scope makes it a lot more difficult. I always killed them with the old iron sights. You can see a little bit better, honestly. I'll show y'all what I mean. Okay, say you're looking through a scope. Picture trying to look through all that. Like that. You see, that's how it is basically everywhere. like that. And when you're looking through a scope, it zooms in so much, I'm seeing so many small limbs. For when I got the iron sights, it's not like that. I can put that little iron sight right on his head. Boom. A little bit more difficult with this scope. I'm starting to learn. Here's where I'm thinking about putting the cabin, like I was showing y'all earlier. You'd walk in this four-wheeling trail, and you can see that little open spot. Little one-man cabin sitting right there. A little tent stove in it or something. Be pretty cool. It's pretty cool looking. Looks like it's about pulled out of the ground. It's really leaning. Anyways, here's the other spot I'm thinking about putting the cabin. Right here in this open area. We're in the bottom of the cove, right at the back of the pond. Right down there is the pond, down that way. So you got this little open area here. The little pallet cabin. And you're basically in the bottom of this cove here. And that's kind of where the little underground spring runs, right down through there. So I was thinking about putting it either in this area, here, or up on top of that hill up there, which I kind of like that area up there because a little safer building fires, and you're on top of the hill, so it's wide open above you. The summertime, springtime, here you're going to be covered in leaves and not be able to see. So I don't know. I guess I'm headed back to the cabin though. I've been in the woods all day long, hiking through here. Been all over this place. Still fun and enjoyable though. Looks like my fire's about burned down, which is alright though, because I'll be leaving here in about an hour and a half. An hour. Alright, I'm back. Thanks guys for tuning in to another one of my videos. I didn't really do a lot today, you know, I just came up, hung out for a little bit, you know, walked around the property, cooked me lunch, you know, built a fire and stuff like that. You know, I like to come up here and kind of brainstorm a little bit, walk around, get ideas, you know, things that I want to do, things I need to do. Squirrel hunt, as always. I like to look around and see where the deer are coming and going. You know, I usually find a lot of their droppings and stuff, the game trails. And like in the video, I found some, I'm pretty sure that's from coyotes. I know we've seen them up here hunting before. And Buddy Mikey, when he was up in the tree stand, he's seen 2 of them, around 70 pounds. And I know I've heard a pack or a group of probably 8 or 9, and I've heard them running across my steps before at nighttime when I brought one of the little dogs up. So yeah, I'd like to start trying to get rid of some of those things. I know they scare the deer off and kill the deer, and I'd hate for them to get a hold of one of my little dogs or my kids. But anyways, yeah, I've been up here for about 7 hours today, maybe 8. It's been nice and warm. It's just now starting to get a little bit chilly. Just fires. I'm gonna let this fire burn out a little bit. It's putting off some nice heat. Sit out here and enjoy this a little bit and head back home. Yep. About a month and a half, maybe 2 months before I buy my little solar setup, my solar panels and all that good stuff. I'll get some video of me and I cooking all that up. Cannot wait for that. That way we don't have to take them batteries back and forth and charge them. They'll be up here. Can leave them. Always have a little bit of power. It's gonna be great. Plans to build my little small one-person cabin out of pallets. I'm gonna try to do all that at minimal cost. There's no cost at all. I've got a lot of metal off that old building and trailer we got down at the beginning of the property. I'm gonna try to use that for the roof. If I need any 2x4s, I'm gonna try to use them out of the old building. Nails, and you know, that's not counting the nails from the pallets and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll get on that early spring, mid-spring. Start working on that, which that'll be fun and exciting. And I'm just gonna get up here and, you know, start doing some overnight stays up in the bushcraft shelter and stuff like that. And one thing I really want to do, I've been wanting to do for a really long time, is find me a good location here somewhere and build like a deck, maybe a 10 by 10 deck, probably on the side of one of these hills where you can kind of hike to it, possibly back down one of those big, I believe those are oak trees, I'm not sure, but back there on one of those, build about a 10 by 10 deck with a ladder up to it with railing across the front, kind of how I did the fence, and have a little place to where you could set up a pop-up tent, just a regular tent, and a couple chairs, and be able to sit out there and camp at night time up on the deck, be able to sit back and relax and look out over the water. I'm just one of those people, I like to have different, you know, choices. Bushcraft shelter, a little tiny cabin, a small one-person cabin way back in the woods that you got to hike to, and then a little deck somewhere up on the hillside to pop up a tent and do some tent camping. So, but anyways, I'm just rambling on, guys. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the rest of the night by the fire here and head back to the house. So, guys, thanks for tuning in and watching my channel.